with his collaboration with Chuck and Nancy, as Trump labeled then. The president snubbed the congressional GOP leaders' plans while handing Democrats leverage to push their own big agenda items, like passing a law to grant legal status to undocumented immigrants brought to the U.S. as young children. But it is the GOP establishment leaders, including House Speaker Paul Ryan and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who've come under fire from the conservative media, where Trump's across-the-aisle agreement has been touted by many an example of the independent, swamp-draining deals he promised to make during the campaign. "Oh, woe is us. We're betrayed," Ingram said, mocking congressional Republicans' shock over Trump's pivot toward Pelosi and Schumer. Where was all of their concern and urgency over the last 6 weeks? While she admitted that she does not agree with the Democrats' position on many issues, including the debt ceiling, Ingram argued that Trump is a conservative populist. That means at times, if Republicans don't deliver legislation he can sign on the critical matters that he campaigned on, he's going to look to move the ball down the field with another set of players. Former House Speaker Newt Gingrich agreed, admitting that, while he would feel a bit irritated if I was Speaker Ryan, Trump ultimately made a very smart deal. "I don't think this is some gigantic earthquake," Gingrich said. "I think it's an immediate, tactical move by the president to get some momentum." Conservative blogger Michelle Malkin was equally dismissive of consternation from the Republican Party, telling the Fox and Friends hosts, "I don't know who would be surprised." President Trump, when he was a candidate, signaled that he would do these kinds of deals. He is the master of the art of the deal. Though she said, "Of course, I chafe with every conservative, ideological bone in my body at the idea of tying hurricane relief to a debt limit increase," Malkin argued that this is what you get when Republican leaders check out over the summer. "Ultimately this is about voters," she said. "If you don't like stupid, you can fix it but you can vote it out." Former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee, who ran against Trump in the 2016 primary but has shifted much of his focus to commentary, also defended Trump in his email newsletter Friday, insisting that the president is not an ideologue, he's a dealmaker. The divisive deal even drew some support from outside Trump's staunchest allies. Ben Domenech, who previously made the case against Trump at the National Review, praised this week's presidential pivot as spectacular in The Federalist. Not everyone in the conservative media world was as enthusiastic over Trump's about-face, however. Red State columnist Susan Wright argued that Trump's willingness to take the Democrats' offer on the debt ceiling actually serves as evidence against his fabled deal-making skills. "No wonder the man has multiple bankruptcies, failed marriages, and has left a long line of small businessmen and creditors hanging," she wrote. For those who have endlessly warned that Trump was no conservative, she concluded, was a Republican of convenience, and that he would betray his base, his party, and the country, we're not surprised, at all. Commentary columnist Noah Rothman countered the notion by some traditional Republicans that Trump's latest actions serve as proof of his secret, leftist beliefs in a column titled, "Trump Doesn't Know What He's Doing." "He's done some conservative things, and he's done some liberal things," wrote Rothman. Where Trump-skeptical conservatives have a point is their contention that pragmatism untempered by principle is dangerous.